Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel and Lifestyle with Nazo. I hope you all are doing wonderfully well and I hope you all had a beautiful weekend. We had such amazing weather here in Nashville today. It felt like literally spring. It was so sunny and beautiful. You could just smell this freshness in the air. So in today's video, the topic we are going to discuss is going to be really interesting, and I think most of us who are parents, they are going to benefit from it. And I thought about this topic because I was discussing the same thing a few days back with my sister, and I think we agreed on the same thing. And the topic is going to be how to communicate with your kids on the same level. So I was discussing with my sister and we were like, the best way to communicate with our kids, no matter what age group they are, especially when kids are in elementary or middle school and then high school. So how, as parents, as moms or as dads, how we can communicate better with our kids. So I feel like when as parents, sometimes what we do is, since we are so worried about their education, about their grades, about their performance at school, that sometimes we put that factor ahead of being emotionally there for them. So I'm going to explain it to you what exactly I mean by that. How to we make emotions go back. What do I mean by that? That we put their emotional needs behind, and as parents, since it's out of worry and out of love, we put like education and all that stuff ahead of first asking them about their emotional needs. So what happens is, mostly I think some moms do, but mostly what happens is dad, since dad has a role of making sure that the kids are on track and they are doing good at school, and they are doing their homeworks, they are following everything that they are supposed to do. So when they communicate with kids, with their own kids, they usually start the conversation by straight asking about homework, straight asking about quizzes, straight asking about tests. I feel like, since I have a girl and two boys, I have raised a girl and I am I'm still raising them, and I have two boys, alhamdulillah. I feel like every child is different too, but I feel like especially with most of the kids, I would say about 80% of the kids are like that. They want to first have this emotional, human-based relationship with their mom and dad, where they feel like my mom or my dad is first concerned about me as my well-being. They're concerned about me as their child first, and then they are asking me questions about my performance at school. I think if we think from a child's perspective, if you make yourself a child of that age group, and then you think that what this child would be thinking in his or her mind, that I come back from school, or straight away as soon as I sit in the car, or as soon as I get home from school, the first question that is going to be coming to me would be, how did you do in school today? Or how did your test go? Or how did your quiz go? Or it could be, how much homework you got today? So that child, what's gonna happen to it? That child is going to put his real personality in a shell, and he is gonna think that my parent is just worried about my educational things. He doesn't care that how my day was otherwise at school. It is so important that we as parents, we want our kids to be successful in life. We want them to be on the right path. We want them to pursue to their, professional schools. But guys, let me tell you this. If you do not have a nice emotional human connection with your child, I'm telling you, they are not going to perform good in schools as well. You need to build such a wonderful, strong emotional connection with your child where he or she thinks that no matter what, my parent loves me unconditionally. Of course, we love them unconditionally. Of course, we don't have to say it, but it's from our side, and we are built in with unconditional love towards our kids. Kids are not inbuilt with unconditional that Allah has put in the parents towards their kids. It's not the same love that Allah has put in the kids towards the parents. This is the nature of it. It's a fact. So to create that kind of unconditional love in your kids towards you, we need to work harder towards this, because we need to create that bridge and we need to create that connection with our kids so that they feel like, okay, no matter what, my parent is there for me and appreciates me, so it's my duty or it's my responsibility to make them happy, to perform so good at my school, to bring good grades. I would think there are very small amount of kids who don't think like that. And frankly speaking, I totally feel like parenthood is a process of learning, because I'm still learning, and at every stage it's a different requirement towards our children, and every stage it's a new beginning. It's a new kind of experience for us. So once they are into their middle school and then high school, I feel like they need to literally feel like they have such a strong emotional bond with both parents. And when this bond is there, when the root is so strong, I'm telling you, there would be only, I think, 10% of the children who are not going to perform well, whether it's their school activities, whether it's their extracurricular activities. They are going to take responsibility of themselves. So I was just discussing with my sister the other day, and she was telling me that she also experienced the same thing personally, that if you throw this question of just homeworks and tests and classwork towards kids, first thing, as soon as they come, they get so irritated and then they step back from that person. So we both came to the conclusion that in order to build this happy, loving and trustworthy relationship between the kids and the parents, it is such an important thing to do, to have this emotional bridge between you and them. I was like, because being a preschool teacher, I sometimes feel the kids in my class lack that thing with their parents. I am lately learning and experiencing it so much in my class kids that if there is a child whose mom is too busy or whose dad is too busy in their own lives, and they are not spending enough time with their child, or there is not like a solid kind of emotional relationship between the parent and the child, I'm telling you, that child does not focus in class. That child has behavior issues. That child then seeks for attention by misbehaving, by bothering others. And it creates, it's not the child's fault. It creates such a bad, whole thing for that poor child. Just because we as parents somewhere are lacking that, and it is hard. And to be honest, it's not easy for anyone nowadays. Parents are busy because both mom and dads have to work in most of the cases. So moms are busy too, dads are busy too. But then it's so important to create a balance, to take some time out and to let the children know that they are so important for us, and so that they perform good and they behave better when they go out and when they go out and face the world. So I was thinking about this thing for so many days, and I was like, let me just talk a little bit about it with all of you guys, with my YouTube family, and let me see what you guys think about it, because this is something that is of great importance if we want to raise a nice, healthy, responsible generation, to raise a well educated and responsible, happy and loving generation. We need to think about all of these things, and we need to invest in these things, because this is something that we are going to transfer into our next generation, and then they are going to transfer it to their next generation. So let me know, what do you think about this? What are your views about this? And if you like the video, do press the thumbs up button and do subscribe to my channel. And please take care of yourself and your loved ones. Look around, there are so many people who need your help, and please help other people if you can. Spread positivity, and please look for goods in others rather than negatives. And take care. I will see you in the next video. Bye.